Hello and welcome back to my channel. Usually for Tuesday review videos, I do more, I don't want to call them factual based because it is usually based largely on my opinion, but I take you to the website, I tell you about a brand's claims about a product, and then I tell you what my experience with it is. For this video, I just want to have a much more casual conversation with you about why I don't like brow pomades. I've tried a couple of different brands of brow pomades. I have two right here that I want to show you as proof that I've tried brow pomades. This is the original, the creme de la creme, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Granite with a cat hair stuck in the cap. And then this is the formerly known as Kat Von D Beauty Super Brow 24-hour pomade type thing, and this is in the shade Graphite. Look at that, Granite and Graphite. I have them both in the black shade, as you can imagine. So let me give you an anecdote about brow pomades first. The way brow pomade was created and sort of popularized to be used is not the way that it is largely used. Anastasia herself, Anastasia Beverly Hills is best known for their brow products, and they sort of created the hype around the dip brow. Now, I was watching a video by Sam Ravindal, and she is a YouTuber that I adore, and she's Canadian, and she said once she actually went to Los Angeles and had like a meet and greet with Anastasia, and she showed her how she created the dip brow to be used, and that is with a very, very teeny little brush and individual hairs drawn into your eyebrows to create the illusion of more hairs. To me, that is true art, and that is like what separates the makeup artists from the makeup noobs like me, and that is like something amazing and so beautiful. That's why you would have someone like Anastasia do your makeup, but it's just not realistic for the average makeup wearer. So it sort of ended up not the way that dip brow is used. The way dip brow is often used is to create a thicker, harsher looking eyebrow. And the reason I don't like it is because I feel like my face can't balance really harsh, thick eyebrows. Even though I'm so pale and I have dark hair, you would think it would all work out. But I feel like thick, unnatural, perfectly shaped eyebrows look awful on me, and I feel like there is a very select few people that it looks good on, and I'm aggressively not one of them. Now, I have not really plucked my eyebrows in a couple of years. I pluck in the middle all the time, of course, but the rest of my eyebrows I don't touch unless there's an eyebrow hair growing like on my eyelid, okay? So I have ended up with much thicker brows than I used to have. Even though my hair is naturally blonde, so the hairs are very light. I took a picture for you today before I did my eyebrows. And, there's a fair amount of hair there. So realistically, if I wanted an even more natural looking eyebrow, I could probably just go with a gel and just call it a day. But I do like brows that will balance with my dark eyeliner and my dark mascara. So I prefer, my favorite method of filling in my eyebrows is with a retractable eyebrow pencil. I like the one from ColourPop the best so far, the Precision Brow. And I fill in my eyebrows with that, I brush it through, and then I'll go over with a gel. But originally when I was first started sort of getting into high-end makeup and I wanted to sort of try fancier eyebrow products, which is ironic because I've just ended up at ColourPop, but I went to Sephora and I went to one of my favorite store employees there, and I asked her if I got Dip Brow or Brow Wiz. Brow Wiz being Anastasia's version of the retractable eyebrow pencil, and she told me to get Dip Brow, and then she did my eyebrows. And I wish I had a picture of this. I really should have taken one, but she did them the way the girls on Instagram do, with this sort of harsher line at the bottom, and then you flick the little hairs up, and you flick them up at the front, and it looked so bad on me. I just feel like you have to have that perfect, beautiful Instagram baddie face in order for it to work. And it just looked so bad on me. One of my other things that I hate about this sort of pomade product is unless you close it with Herculean strength, it dries out so fast. My Anastasia Beverly Hills one is hardly touched because I can't even get it open. Look at this. Because one of the very first times I used it, I must not have closed it completely tightly all the way, even though I thought I had, and it just completely dried up, unfortunately. That's great. And I hate products like that because in theory, a pot like this should last me forever, but it dries up so fast if you don't to me, this is closed, but I feel like you gotta really get in there. And for someone who's not very strong, that's hard. But I will say one of probably the benefits of a pomade is for someone who maybe doesn't have a lot of natural hair, because I do find that pencils and that sort of thing don't stick on naked skin as well as pomades do. Now, I do find pomades, especially the black shade, to be like pure black, and it's a little too harsh on my skin. But if I didn't have any eyebrow hairs, they would be what I would use, because back when I first, like I said, started getting into higher end makeup, I had plucked my eyebrows before that, so I didn't have quite as much hair, especially towards the outside ends. So pomade was the only thing that I could get to stick to my skin where there was no hair and not rub off and not fade and sort of keep a nice even shape. So if you're someone who hardly has any eyebrow hairs naturally and you're looking for something that will help you create that look, I would honestly tell you to go with pomade first, but honestly, don't do what I did and go with a black shade. Go with something like a little bit lighter than your hair, I would say. Because you don't want eyebrows that look like they're just too thick and too dark and too harsh, because it might look nice in the odd Instagram photo, but I feel like it can look really jarring in real life. And that's just my opinion, of course. If that's how you want them to look, you go for it. But I'm talking to you as someone who is, even though I've been wearing makeup like my whole life, I'm still so much a makeup novice, and I still don't always know what I'm doing. And I just find pomades look really harsh, and I feel like if I haven't done it perfectly, it looks really obvious and really silly that I have a ton of product on my eyebrows. And it's also way harder to use them because you have to be so absolutely perfect and precise, and I can't do that. Yeah, that's pretty much all this video was, is I wanted to tell you about my lifelong struggles with pomades. Do you use an eyebrow pomade? If you do, how do you use it? I would love to know how you use it, because obviously, like I said, I can't use it. I feel like no matter what I do, it looks too harsh on me. It looks too like I've painted my eyebrows on, and I want them to look a little more natural, especially because I usually go so much with my eye makeup. I want my eyebrows just to look a little bit more natural, you know? I don't know. And again, like, don't think that because I don't like thick, harsh eyebrows on me, that I hate them. If they look good on you, or if you like them on you, that's all that matters. I just don't like them on me, and that's all this video is me telling you my opinion on how I do my eyebrows. If you take your pomades and you draw big rectangles as your eyebrows, you do you, you know? I just can't rock that. That's all. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this week's video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.